The only place where someone who is not immunized but tested or not tested can enter is where they sell food, grocery shops, because you have to get something to eat. Apart from grocery shops where you buy food or where you can buy toothpaste, all the toiletries and all that, that is supermarket, so to speak, no other place is open for anyone who is not immunized. Hello lovely people, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great from wherever you are. Welcome back to my channel. If you're watching me for the very first time, my name is Chinaza, and this channel we discuss all about lifestyle and Germany residency information. Like today we'll be discussing on the changes concerning coronavirus, lockdown, immunization update, restrictions that are all happening in Germany, with Hamburg as an example. A lot has changed recently in Germany, especially in Hamburg, for example, where I stay. Formerly, there were a lot of restrictions. People were not allowed to meet. Social gatherings were restricted. Some shops were closed. And then after a while, things became better. Shops started opening. Bars started opening. Social gatherings were allowed with, mask and cautions. But after a while, when this lockdown was a kind of released, the coronavirus went up, and then they're talking about fourth wave. And even now that there's a new virus that is called Omicron, but now the restrictions are up even to a point where it looks like we have a kind of partial lockdown. We're going to look at some things that have changed. What are the things that have changed in case you're coming into Germany, in case you're already in Germany and you are not aware? Of course, you know that when you come in, you should be in quarantine, and if you're not immunized, you cannot even come. So get yourself immunized and all that. So, but now people recently didn't want to get immunized, and there's a kind of partial lockdown compelling people indirectly to get immunized. One of these things is that first, if you're not immunized, you can no longer be able to enter boxes and trains and all other shops where you can buy things. Imagine you're not mobile, you do not have a car, you only depend on boxes and trains to go to places and carry out your activities. You're no longer allowed to do so if you are not immunized. If you are caught not immunized, not having any proof to show that you are immunized, either in your phone or the immunization card, you will be fined for a great sum of money that you may not really have at the moment to pay. Okay, immunization centers, people are lining up now. Whether you want to get immunized, whether you do not want to get immunized, you must get immunized now with this new law in section. And for all workers, people who are working, who are meeting other people every day, they must get immunized. Before you enter your place of work, you show that you should be noted that you are immunized. First section one, depending on the one you're using, or whatever you're getting, first dose, second dose, you must be completely immunized. And in Germany here, if you are fully immunized, you are regarded as 2G, 2G, that is the Dutch language, 2G. So if you mention 2G here in Germany, they know that that person is fully immunized with first dose and second dose. If you mention 3G here in Germany, it means that the person is not immunized at all, but the person is tested and the person is negative. That's what 3G means here in Germany. So if you say you're 3G, that means you're not immunized. You cannot use the public buses, trains, you cannot even be met in public places. You can no longer go to social gatherings. The only place where someone who is not immunized but tested or not tested can enter is where they sell food, grocery shops, because you have to get something to eat. Apart from grocery shops where you buy food or where you can buy toothpaste, all the toiletries and all that, that is supermarket, so to speak, no other place is open for anyone who is not immunized, who is not 2G here in Germany. No shopping, no outing, no gathering, no meeting of friends and families. Okay, no party in the park, whatever it is, no boxes, no trains. All right, this is compelling you indirectly to get immunized. Another law is that children from 12 years can now get immunized. If you have a child who is 12 years old, the child can now get immunized. Okay, you get a termin, that's an appointment, and then you go and get this child vaccinated. This is what it means. You get the child vaccinated so that the child is also safe from this virus. And then at the end of this month, December, depending on where you're watching this video, children from 5 years old can get immunized. They are still looking at this to make it a law. Of course, mask Pflege is all that is. We must wear your mask. Wherever you are, it doesn't matter if you're 10 times immunized, you must wear your mask. And then in any supermarket that you're going in, whether you are 2G fully immunized, whether you're 3G not immunized and tested but negative, you must carry a trolley. It helps to maintain distance. Okay, that trolley is a kind of 1.5 meter space giving. Okay, it can give you a distance between you and the next person, especially when you go in to get something or at the cashier where you want to pay. This is all the things that I have put in check. And then formally, if you go to supermarket to buy things or any place you want to buy things, a lot of trolleys are lined up. People are just coming in. But now, if there were 5 trolleys, for example, they've reduced it to 2. Meaning that if you come to get something and the 2 trolleys are not available, that means someone is using it inside. You must patiently wait till they are out and then you can go in. So all the things that have been put in check to ensure that this virus is not spreading even more. Of course, this winter season is also set to give it a breeding ground, make it go higher. This is why people are asked to keep distances, stay at home. Only 5 people who are immunized can be able to meet in a family or in a gathering, whether they're not immunized. Okay. And amazingly, the weather is cold now. The winter is on. People do not even have time to go and gather and start talking. There are several ways to communicate with this person that you want to meet on the phone, on email, chat, video call. So this is to inform everyone coming into Germany who is already here in Germany. A lot of things have changed. A lot of things have changed. You should be aware. We are in a kind of partial lockdown, and we pray that this doesn't go higher and then lockdown is made fully. The only people who are exempted until now that cannot get immunized are pregnant women. Babies are also exempted, but at the end of this month, December, they're looking at making it a law that 5 children from 5 years can get immunized. Already children from 12 years are able to get immunized. This is under a kind of controversy. People are not happy with this. And they put this law because sometimes children are the ones who went to school, who went out and got this virus and brought it home. This is the reason for this. Some children have gone to school, gone to places where they play, and they got this virus and brought it home to their parents who are not even immunized or who are immunized, and they begin to suffer these things. Because children are so active and so strong, this do not even affect them. They do not even show severe symptoms. After some few days, they're okay. But the people who they brought it back home for or to begin to suffer these consequences. This is why it is said that children from 12 years can now get immunized. Talking about coronavirus immunization or vaccination. Then at the end of the month, when it is fully accepted or put into law, children from 5 years also can also get immunized so that they do not get contaminated with this virus and do not bring it home to people in their family or loved ones. So what do you think about this? If you're a mother, if you're a parent, if you're a guardian, would you allow your 12-year-old child to get immunized? Would you allow your 5-year-old child to get immunized? And do you think it is not good? Do you think it is necessary by next year the booster, that is the booster immunization of vaccine, will be available for people who have taken the first dose, the second dose, and this is to boost the vaccination and to ensure that the other things that are coming, like the Omicron, does not affect these individuals. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to share this video. Until my next video, I will see you then. Have a great time and bye.